Alright, let's have a look inside and see what sort of hideousness lies beneath. Words are hard. Hey everybody, welcome back, and we are looking at the 20th century guitar. How about that? And it's time to attack it. This thing is hydrated about as much as it's ever going to get hydrated, and we still have some mucho bigo issues because on this side of the neck, when we start coming down this way, we're kind of flattish, but when we come down the neck this way, suddenly I can do this. And that's because we don't have any bracing under here. There's no brace here. There's one brace here. Brace is in the top, but this brace is gone. This is also fractured here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're still going to leave this on because, again, I think this is providing some material support to what's kind of going on down here on the heel. And we are slowly going to start warming this up. We got to be really careful because there's already, it looks like a through and through crack right there. That's probably going to come off in two pieces right there. And I just don't know if there's anything we can do about that. And we're going to work our way up and try to get this separated, which doesn't look like it's going to be too much of an issue. Of course, as soon as I say that, it's going to be like fighting a bear in a bag. I don't really know what that means, but that's apparently the way I feel. So let me find the iron. You feel the excitement? Me too. Alright, well, that's not a bad start. Go. Ow, metal's hot. There we go. Alright, halfway done. I tell you that sometimes my cats are because they are. So we got to be really careful right here because I have a tiny crack It's starting to follow the grain, and we got to be really careful that we don't pop this and just go, because that would be no bueno, as they would say. So just for fun, let's see if we can slip this down in here. Maybe coax us a little leverage on the far side of that crack. That's how you do it. So let's take a look inside and see what kind of hideousness lies beneath here. I guess we could look here first. So there is that crack that we already kind of knew was there. That was right there. So that looks like it has been poorly fixed in the past. We pulled a little bit of the kerf up, not too bad. Missing brace, missing brace, missing brace, missing brace. Tail block glued on, neck block glued on. So now let's, this is kind of cool. You can see the pencil line from the factory. Always love seeing that stuff. So now let's look here. Let's make sure we slide that off somewhere. Good gravy. Alright. Oh, wow. Where to start? Let's start. Well, let's start up here at the neck block. And our big issues up here at the neck block. Number one, we got the big missing brace. You can see this crack, a compound fracture as we would call it, because this piece is broken here. It's also cracked all the way down to there, barely hanging on by a thread, cracked all the way up into here, and this missing brace is not helping things at all, because let's find something flat-ish. I mean, that's a huge deviation. So that's what's going on right there. At least we have a brace here. Brace is in place here. Brace is in place, but this end is detached. That may or may not be securely attached. This is some interesting, whoa. That's kind of gross. Our tail block's in piece. I've had some water in here at some point, as you can tell. Probably not with my big fat head in the way. I don't see any. I don't see the good graces. I don't see any cracks on the side. It's dirty, but you kind of expect that. No cracks on the side. You can see how detached. Let's move this over here. You can see we're detached here from the tail block completely, and at least that far down. Should probably not be able to do that. That is friggin' urethane glue. Bad word, bad word, bad word. Sure as the day is long, that's what that is. So at some point, some miscreant has attempted to do good and done the not good, because That's urethane glue. Now I see it there, so we're going to assume that it is all the way around in here. Which also means we're going to assume that it is down in there, and that makes us not happy because, well, you know what it means. It means we have to figure a way to get that cleaned out and down to wood. To get this seam on the end cleaned and down to wood. This cleaned and down to wood. So that then we can glue it correctly. Arsh bargle, bargle, bargle. I mean that too. Please, 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 for the love of everything good and holy, don't use urethane glue on anything. This is interesting here. We have some... Oh, I forgot I don't have to look up there anymore. This is kind of interesting here, too. Where you can see there are some... Man, I don't know what that is. If that's just... Well, it's probably just crappy workmanship. It almost looks like a ply has been pulled up. So... And this looks like urethane glue all the way over here too. So okay, that's where we're gonna end it. We're off. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it right there. If I stop moving it, you can see it. At least from here all the way over into here. All right, so we got our work cut out for us. The 20th century guitar. The back off, and once again, the bane of my existence, urethane glue. So we will come up with an action plan and see what we can do to save the old gal here. That's what we got. You guys have a good one. Cheers.
Hey, if you like this episode of RATTLECAN Guitar Restorations, you might want to check this video out as well. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you'd like to help the channel grow, consider stepping over to our Patreon page and giving that a look. Y'all have a good weekend. Cheers.